Hi, welcome to another Let's Talk here on Tech Geek Gamers, a show where we bring random topics for your amusement. I'm one of your hosts, Cory. This is Travis and Simon.
Hello. Well, you're not a friend of the show anymore.
No, because he's been on one.
Oh.
He's a friend of the show for the first time.
Oh.
Now he's grizzled veteran.
I'm going to go back to look at the episodes of Tech Geek I was on.
I don't think I've ever said you're the friend of the show.
That hurts.
It's always like, we got this guy who brought us a board game. He's going to show.
The guy came in off the street, had a game in his hand.
Yeah. Hey, that's cool. Let's play that. Will you guys feed me? Yeah, sure.
Whatever.
Here's some freaking goldfish. So, because there's only 3 of us, it's going to be probably a pretty quick one. But maybe not. Maybe we'll ramble on for hours and then the GoPro will die.
Yes. Yeah, we have about an hour and a half now.
I don't know. Is that what it says? I can't see. I can't read it.
I can't read it either. It's too small.
Yeah.
But this will make great.
This is awesome because I don't edit any of these down, so this will be in the show.
Sweet.
Okay, so let's start with let's start with Travis. I like you to start with your talk.
Sure. I wanted to know. And originally the topic came up because I've got a Fitbit at Christmas. And sometimes I don't believe how accurate it is. In fact, I'm sure it's not very accurate. Like one day I was changing my clothes at work when I hit 10,000 steps. And I wasn't moving at all. And it really made me like, what are you doing here, really?
Sitting there doing...
You furiously masturbated 4 kilometers.
Yeah. So I wanted to
thought they have an instruction to take it off during that.
Yeah. Do they? Oh, I must be self-disclaimer. I wanted to know what technology you've maybe bought into or...
So are you saying this is the technology?
No, I've
Sorry, I interrupted.
I have a number of examples historically. What technology you may have bought into, buying the hype, and then it failed miserably.
Do you want to start?
Sure. My great example, HD DVD, the best format.
The best, yeah.
The best form I bought heavily into. I bought my Xbox 360 and the HD DVD drive adapter. Bought like King Kong.
Yeah, that came out on HD DVD.
It was a very small selection of DVDs, HD DVDs, and I believed and I fought the good fight for it, but it died.
I had this is pretty niche. I had, what is it, APS-C cartridges for film, where they weren't, like, they're 35mm film, but you could do different formats.
Oh, yes.
In the film. None of the film was always contained inside the canister, which was super. So you had really small... you had really small cameras. Super bought into that. That only lasted... It lasted long enough that I had, I think, 2 cameras out of it. But, like, I had a camera the size of this GoPro that was, like, an actual camera.
Really?
Yeah. That died. And I have 4 PlayStation Move controllers, which was a piece of crap when I started it, but Sports Champions on the PlayStation 4 was good, so I bought it.
I've never bought into moving when I play video games. I don't want to.
Oh, but
I like the Wii?
None of it. Nope. I want to like just sit on my couch and play video games. I don't want to move.
But I like for parties and stuff. It was nice to.
I did have a Nintendo Wii party one time, I guess.
So now you're a hypocrite.
No one ever challenged me. No one ever assumed I was anything different.
Simon, do you have any technology?
No, I'm kind of a wishy-washy guy, so I usually tend to watch the trends and see what's going on. By the time I decide, HD DVD was dead.
You must have waited quite some time.
Yeah, like months.
Yeah.
I
did buy a Bowflex.
Oh, there you go.
Like the big Bowflex?
Yeah.
But those are
best coat hanger ever.
Those aren't bad.
No, they're not bad.
They're not dead. They turned into coat hangers.
It's just, and maybe it's always like there's always alternating product, like the Sega Saturn. Never owned one.
I had a Dreamcast.
But like
I had a Master System.
My buddy Mike had a Saturn.
There you go. played tennis on it once, and it had the weirdest controller with the little picture in the middle.
That was a Dreamcast.
That was a Dreamcast.
Saturn had basically the Sega.
The Sega CD.
I had a Sega CD. Also, I had a Sega 32X that plugged into the top of the Sega Genesis. Our Sega Genesis looked like some horrible, deformed
monster?
It was because of the CD extended it this way, and then the 32X was like an orb-like thing that you shoved in the top.
There was all those old Nintendo peripherals.
Yeah.
Power Glove.
Never had those. That was before my
Wizard.
Yeah.
That robot that dropped things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moby. The Virtual Boy, which I know my brother and I almost bought because we were nerds, but never did because my mom wanted us to try it out, so we went to Blockbuster. Both of us tried it, and I think we were like, yeah, it's really cool. Do you have a headache? So
didn't work out.
we were young and stupid.
But and
Not
there's always those
old
products.
and could make a value decision between like HD DVD and Blu-ray or anything.
That was
I only had a
and
Blu-ray
there's,
player.
well, and there was like when Apple was starting to get big,
Yeah,
there was like the Zune. I never owned a Zune.
I didn't own a Zune.
Did not own it.
And there was even a format, and I don't even remember what it is now, but it came with like little tiny, like almost like the old answering machine cassette tapes, but they were like discs that you could download music onto.
Oh
and
yes, that was a Sony thing too.
it was a Sony thing, and I forget what it's called, but I had one of those.
DV?
Well,
No, those were
are
discs.
No,
they weren't mini discs. Were they mini? No,
was it just a mini?
I don't know. But I know exactly. There were cartridges with little discs in them.
Yeah, I had one of those. That was my step up from a Walkman.
I always
probably
wanted one of those, but they're like, 'cause they just look so cool. Like look what I'm putting like a disc with a CD in it.
That was the mini DV.
Yeah, was it mini?
Was it?
Yeah.
I had one of those, but then it's like you have to like carry all the cartridges around, which I guess we just lost that ability now.
We had to carry all our tapes around.
Sweet old like.
Did you have
collections.
a Panasonic? Was it the Panasonic G-Force or G-Shock?
Oh, I never owned a
Like
G-Shock.
a 40-second skip CD player. Did you ever have one of those?
I never had the G-Shock. I did have one of those Sony yellow Walkmans, the original.
Yeah, with the you pop it open because it was like semi-waterproof.
Yep.
I had that, but those aren't technologies. Those are all they're like great technology.
That was all
Maybe
That's true.
nothing
We
to be
digress.
beat. I mean, yeah.
technology from when you were younger.
Simon, what's your topic?
Well, it applies more in video games, but do people rely on reviews too much instead of making their own opinions about things?
So, in terms of like not seeing the thing and being like, oh, so and so doesn't like it, so I don't like it, or not experiencing it because it got crappy reviews, so they make that decision.
I think probably not experiencing it because it got crappy reviews, or believing something is good because it got good reviews. I think there's a weird group think going on in internet land right now where movies will be crap or awesome within seconds of their release. Restaurants,
Anything.
anything. Video games. Metacritic is everybody's spouting Metacritic scores about everything. I don't know. I think that people have lost the enjoyment of finding out things for themselves. It's the experience. Nobody wants to experience things anymore.
Well, in discovery, I am with you because I agree. Because like, if you with video games, I find numbers attached to video games horrible because someone thinks a 10 is like a perfect game, but it's not. It's just most often it's like a masterpiece. It's a very, very, very good game. Is it flawed? Are there things wrong with it? Yes, but the overall experience of that game is fantastic. Where a 7 is a good game, but people are like, oh, it's a 7. I don't want it. Well, you're gonna like. What if it's a good game? What if that's right up your alley? Right? Like, what if, So, and the same thing with movies. Someone says, oh, well, trailers spoil too much nowadays anyway. But movie comes out, horrible. That's a totally different topic. But yeah, no, I'm with you on that because I agree. If a movie comes out and it's panned, but what if you want some weird, stupid movie? Like the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie was not like the original was not a very well received movie, but I like that movie. right?
Well, and yeah,
As, right? I like it, right? You tell me. No, I do. No, I do. I think it's great. And as I'm in the minority that I liked the newer one too. Was it a great movie? No. Did I know what it was going to be going in? Totally. So did I enjoy myself? Yeah. But if I paid attention to reviews and friends, oh, it's a piece of crap. Well, you didn't like it, but maybe what were you expecting, right? What was your expectation? So
yeah, like to the point where. Are we going to see these cult classics, what we call now cult classics, even
become cult classics
anymore? Because nobody's going to see the movie.
Yeah. I think maybe but over time, I think that's how a cult classic becomes that way. It's like, it was not a very well-received movie, and then over time, people are like, oh, I guess I'll watch it. And then it grows in popularity.
Yeah, someone at one point is going to see it and be like, oh man, this is stupid funny.
Yeah.
And then it grows, but I don't know. I'm with you. I think people just take, oh, so and so reviewed this as this. It's got to be good, and then they'll make their own opinion on it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I think I for a lot of things like I will look at scores. I will look at reviews and stuff, especially with movies. I'm a little bit scared of sitting down for 2 hours and being like, that was the worst.
See, and I don't do it for movies at all. Movies that make me excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the movie. If it's crap, like when I went to go see The Last Airbender, the Avatar movie, which I really like, Avatar The Last Airbender, the animated series was very good. And the movie, my wife and I went to, and literally she's like, can we leave? And I'm like, I don't know. Can it get worse? Oh, it can get worse. It can get much. That was one of those experiences where it was horrible. But you should have kind of looked at the writing on the walls with the trailers and such, but with movies I won't. But with video games, I like to, if I'm iffy on the game, I might wait for a review to see if it's fallen short, or if it's, again, if a game comes out and they're like, it's good, it's just horribly buggy, so we're giving it a 6. I'll still buy the game or wait.
I guess I won't look at a score. I won't look at it like a 6 and be like, oh, it's not worth my time. I'll look at maybe like what
read
is
the
that
review
6?
and see what actually the review states.
Because we never used to have reviews, right? We used to choose like game based on the back of the box.
Yeah, or the front of the box, or what your friend said.
Yeah. But nowadays, you can go online. There's Metacritic. There's pre-release beta. People have put all their whole reviews on there. There's spoilers. You can walkthroughs for the game within the first day of it being out. There's the sense of discovery. Like I don't think it exists anymore.
I agree. I think that it's too bad.
Yeah, that sense of discovery is always a wonderful thing, and I think about. I digress, I suppose, but like thinking back to video games as kids, it's like you had to know how. Like if you go back and play some games from like the early '90s, it's like you have no idea what you're doing.
No, I remember.
Like you really had to find your way through that game.
Totally. And if you were lucky enough to get the guide the day one, but those guides back then seemed like this. Like I remember being like, "Oh, Mom, this has a guide," and she's like, the guide's too expensive because it was like $25 or $30 for the guide, and she just dropped probably almost close to $100 for the game.
Yeah, it's like
Do you used to have that hotline that you could phone in?
I remember that. In Game Pro or whatever, they'd always have like those hotline. I never called.
No.
I think
that's what Game Geeks were for. All right, let's shelve this game until a Game Genie code comes out, and then we'll get through it.
Yeah. So one of my favorites, like Earthbound, was a great game. It's like if you didn't have the manual, it's like you're screwed. There's no way you're finding a way through the game because that game actually it came with a walkthrough for the game, like came with maps, like what to do. It's like without it, you couldn't find your way through it.
I never played Earthbound.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
And now it's like to get a new one, it's expensive.
Cult classic.
It is a cult classic. Yeah, it is. Yeah, but no, I think I probably look at reviews a lot in trying to educate myself about whether I want to spend the money on something.
Yeah, because and money and/or time, right?
Yeah.
It's a big investment.
Mm-hmm. So do you then find yourself looking at reviews, or do you kind of be like, this game or this movie or this whatever has made me excited, and I'm just going to take the plunge in it?
I try to look at gameplays without the commentary, just to try to get an understanding of the style of game, because I know what I like.
Right.
So I'll try to view the gameplay and see, okay, that's maybe something I'll try out. Demos are nice. Like, almost everything has a demo. Yeah. That's nice.
They're kind of... Betas have kind of taken over for demos now. It seems like if you want to play a beta, which is not always a full-featured game or whatever, but yeah. I find myself steering towards it for certain games. I'm like, oh, like Just Cause 3 was the last one where I'm like, I like Just Cause 2 a lot, and I want to get Just Cause 3, but I guess the load times and how buggy it is like, it, it kind of kills the game or breaks you out because you can have a really good run and then a load time or something, or a bug, and then it kind of breaks it. So I'm like, oh, I'll wait, and games are $80 here in Canada. So like if I get a game on sale and get it for $60, that's or $40, that's good. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't do it for books though. I'll just go to a bookstore and just find a book. No reviews, no research.
I only buy books by the old way of, hey buddy, you like this book? Read this book.
Yeah. I sometimes like on Amazon, it tells you people who bought this book bought these books. Yeah. And that'll be, oh, you know what, that looks interesting.
But they miss something with that. It needs to be people who liked this book, liked these books.
Just bought.
Because someone would be like, yeah, I'm buying books for 6 different people, so I'm getting this book, and then How to Cook by Guy Fieri, and The Art of War. Those go well.
They go really well together.
Do they? I don't know. I've never read a Guy Fieri cookbook. I like Guy Fieri, so I'm okay.
Oh my god, I hate Guy Fieri. My friend has this cookbook, and it's actually a great cookbook. I digress again. But it's called, like, Thug Kitchen or something.
Okay, I've seen that one.
Yeah, in the front of the I'm just like, that looks like, it looks like it's going to be a giant cookbook of, like, Guy Fieri recipes. I'm like, I don't want that at all. And they're like, no, it's really cool. Like, and inside it, like, awesome vegetarian recipes.
In a Thug Kitchen?
In Thug Kitchen, yeah. It's like, I don't know, I guess. Eat like you don't care. Thugs are real vegetarians.
That thug life?
Yeah, those two go together.
Just throw whatever you want in there.
Yeah.
On this side of the...
Just no meat.
Just no meat. Yeah.
Lots of chickpeas.
Throw some tofu in there.
Ooh. Scramble it.
All right, so let's wrap this up with my topic, which is how do you balance, what is the formula that you balance your gaming, either board games or I guess extracurricular activity with your family or friends or whatever. And I'll start because mine's pretty simple, which is just communication, and like that's it. Like my family and my wife, who I don't get to see very often because I'm at work. I get home, we have the kids. We only get a couple hours before she goes to bed, so she always takes priority. After she goes to bed, then it's kind of depending. Sometimes it's sometimes both of us go to bed.
Extracurricular activities.
Yeah, exactly. We have to balance, right? And then I usually come down, and that's when I edit the show, or that's when I play video games, or play board games by myself, I guess. So I want to know, is that the same? Because I know people who don't do that in my head. Like I know people who are like, I don't know if I'll be able to play because of this and this. It's like, well, why don't do you talk? Communication to me is so vital. Like, hey, The Division has a beta out right now. I'd really like to play it. Okay, we'll take those steps. I want to ask you first because you're newly separated.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, now
was that ever an issue?
No.
Okay.
No, but I think for a long time when I was married, like when we had young kids, like I just probably spent a lot of time like making sure the kids didn't die because they're tiny and fragile.
Yeah.
Still breathing.
Yeah. And then once they were asleep, normally it was like, we were exhausted, and we were just like, let's just go watch TV or something. And so we didn't play a lot of video games. Maybe it's symbolic, but towards the end of our marriage, there was more video game playing.
So it was more like, all right, see ya.
But and it was like, but at that time, it was like, then we found routine, and then it was like, if like our kids normally napped in the afternoon, and we loved naps, and I have this great ability to like get a full nap in like 6 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Like that is impressive.
It's awesome. It's like 6 minutes, and you wake up, feel super refreshed, and then I'd be like, okay, well, you guys are gonna nap for another couple hours. Like,
couple hours.
I'm gonna go raid in Destiny.
Yeah.
And they're like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm like 20 minutes at the most for my naps.
Ooh. Yeah. So that's what. But now I mean, I have my kids half of the week, and when I don't have my kids,
Yeah.
or when they're asleep, like at night, like I don't have to worry
Or if
about
you're
like
filming a show.
or if I'm filming a show, I don't have to worry about like they're sleeping. Like I can do whatever I want. I can play video games, and so I guess I don't have to really find balance too much anymore. Like I don't when they're around.
Right.
But when they're not around, if I want to play video games, I'm
Yeah,
going to play video games.
of course, right.
Yeah.
Living the dream, guys. Leave your wives. Divorce.
So I'm. So yeah, I can't even follow that up.
Yeah.
But I'm in a similar situation, Corey. You got young kids, game a lot when they go to sleep. But yeah, I think it's communication. I think that it's important to spend time with your family, but also we realize that we don't have to do everything together, right?
No.
There's things that she likes to do, that shows that she watches that I will not watch.
Right.
So,
You don't need to name them.
No, I don't need to name them, but I won't watch them. And I'll be like, you know what? You enjoy your show? Yep. I'm gonna go play for a bit.
Yeah.
She's like, that's fine, right? So, but it is communication. There's if I need to do something, I'll just have to drop
Totally.
gaming
Yeah.
or whatever. But yeah, no, it's not that you need to hide gaming or anything.
Well, see,
right?
that's the thing I don't get. But now, do you think, does your wife, she's more, clearly she's accepting that you play games.
Yeah, and we actually play some games together. Like,
Crazy.
no, never did.
We played the Nintendo Wii Super Mario together.
Yeah, we have that, yeah.
Yeah, and it I swear, again, maybe this was the start of it, but it almost it almost broke us up because it's like
They call Mario Party divorce party.
Mario Party,
But
I can see,
in Super Mario, it's you jump, then they jump, then you knock them down in the pit, then you get all frustrated.
Co-op.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm talking
So-
about, I have the original, the 20th anniversary or whatever.
Oh no, the
Co-op one, yeah. You can knock each other into holes and stuff.
Oh, and it was by the end of it, that last level, if we didn't pass it on that try, could have been done right there. And so, video games with, and I've never played video games with a girlfriend or with a wife.
That was always a kind of a thing. Now, they didn't have to play, but they had to accept.
Mm-hmm. The only thing we ever played was Animal Crossing. I'll admit to that.
Never played Animal Crossing.
Never played Animal Crossing.
What games did
It's
you play with your
strangely addictive.
We play Mario Kart, Mario. We played a lot of Nintendo stuff.
Yeah.
Tetris. She kills me at Tetris.
Yeah.
Puzzle games, not too actiony.
Yeah.
The whole 3D thing is not her bag, so.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, she. There's days where the kids will be sleeping over at grandma's or something like that, and it's just let's pull the old Nintendo 64 out.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
We're going
yeah.
Mario Kart battle mode, and we'll just battle for an hour or two. It's fun, right? A little bit nostalgic, but
Don and I are playing through Limbo right now. Ooh. Yeah, because that's the thing that I've said. Okay, it's such a big part of my life, so I make sure okay, we're gonna have a game night, so I make sure there's games that she can participate in. She's not a huge gamer at all. She likes Mario Kart and stuff, but she doesn't play that very often. So Limbo, puzzle game, slow,
Yep.
methodical that you can learn. Next, we'll probably do Everybody's Gone the Rapture. I want her to play Journey. So we'll probably get into The Witness, which could be maybe a little. No, do this. What are you?
The Witness is super hard. It really frustrates me some days. And then sometimes I get a puzzle and I'm I figured out how to do this, and I'll do the exact same thing for the next one. I'm oh, I didn't get that at all. And now there's so many areas on The Witness. I digress again, where I'll get to the harder puzzles and I'll be I'm lost again.
But that's the point, isn't it?
I know, and I have to just get back in.
there's such a good variety of games out now, though, that you can do that, right? The Telltale game series. You can sit down and enjoy a story-based game. The puzzle games now.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. So, what's your formula? Leave a comment below. Let us know. Or, if you've had a horrible, tragic relationship ending experience, leave that down there too.
Your formulas are A plus B. Apparently mine is A divided by B.
Well, Don never really played a lot of games, but that was always just a big thing. Like, okay, I'm going. You're going to bed. I always prioritize. Like, if she came down, I really need. Oh yeah, throw the games away. It's not like.
Oh, for sure. No.
I'm raiding.
Well, I hope you're not dropping in the middle of a raid.
I would if it
Get to the checkpoint.
Well, depends.
That's fair.
I'm just thinking back now. There's times where I've been like, okay, yes, I'm coming, but I can't save right now. Why now?
Yeah. And so, like, my wife ex-wife used to always she'd be like, we'll just save it. I'm like, that's not really how games work anymore. I can't just save it wherever I am.
See, that's why I like Destiny and like Division will be the same way. You like, as long as you're not in a mission, it's like, okay, it's all server side.
Yeah.
All your progress is just kind of there. Yeah. Or what I do now is just say, all right, turn the TV off and walk away and just leave the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I've been stuck in orbit a few times with you.
Lots.
You're like, no, I'm just leaving. I'm not turning it off.
Well, in case I need to come back down later.
That's fair.
So,
yeah.
Leave a comment with any technologies that you've bought and became totally antiquated faster than you can
I still have
spell antiquated. Yeah. I'm sure you could probably find some on eBay.
First, they're pretty rare.
Our friend of the show, Mike, has quite a few. He was adamant that was going to be
smart man.
Yeah. And then when they went all on sale, he bought quite a few. So he has quite a collection.
When they went on sale and they clearly lost, I knew it was time to. I'm not the captain. I'm not staying with the ship.
Okay, so our GoPro died, which happens because it doesn't have a power supply or an extra battery. So that's it for this episode of Let's Play. No, not a Let's Play. It's a Let's Talk.
Let's talk.
That beer really threw me sideways. Here on Tech Geek Gamers, remember to subscribe, like, and most importantly, share with everyone you know. It helps us grow. Leave a comment below for any of the topics that you bonded with or hated. Remember to send topics to hello@techgeekgamers.com, and they will make the show. We'll see you next week. Thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for having me.
I'm Cory. That's Travis. That's Simon. Well, click the like button if you want. No big deal.
Whatever.
Let's give it a little one.
Just a little like.